If you mention marriage to me, I feel like marriage is a scam. I didn't want to get married. Is this thing marriage? What my mom went through, is this what anybody wants me to go to? A man subjects you, you don't have a voice, you know, you don't have anything. So I never wanted to get married. I see my dad beat my mom when my mom was pregnant with her last child. And he was marching on her tummy. Are you carrying Jesus? Are you carrying Jesus? Whatever you are carrying, I don't need a child. I watched him step on my mom's tummy like he was marching on a full-grown pregnancy. I don't know how God did it. My mom gave birth to that child at 11 months and 2 weeks. Call it a year. I saw every man that comes to me. Once you say I want to marry, I'll just say my father. No, there was this man that came. He was a bit elderly, kind. So his way of loving is that the wife doesn't go to the market, he goes to the market, he buys the things, he brings back, you cook. So I just saw him as, this one is going to cage me. Why won't I go to the market and shop? So while he was coming to ask for my hand in marriage, he will ask, what do you people have at home? And I'll tell him, okay. When I make list, the man will cancel the list and say, reduce this. I say, the same thing my dad does to my mom. That was the only reason I didn't marry the man.
My God.
I just saw, because my father knows how to cancel the list.
Meaning that kind of trauma puts you in a loop where you keep seeing the one who has hurt you in other people.
Yes. Yes. No matter how much love you want to show me, I just feel this is my father. He beats us, you're always locked in and all of that. So when I was growing up, I said I didn't want to get married because I never saw my parents talk. I never saw them eat together. I never saw them gist. If they sit together, to end in quarrel. My father was too authoritative. You know what we call our dad? We called him boss. If he's coming, including my mother, I'll say, boss Abatala, boss is back. Like everybody will take off.
Boss Abatala.
That is, boss is back. So we all take off, including his servants. He had a lot of people who were serving him at that time. Then you don't watch television. If my father comes back, the first thing he does is to put his hands on the TV console to know if it is hot. Who watch television today? And we are all in trouble. If we are watching TV and my father returns, once we hear his horn, including my mom, we will go hiding. God save you, daddy, that television is hot and nobody accepted. We are going to receive serious beating from my dad. So, everybody would take off. So we're always scared of our dad. There was no time for conversation. So with the way he treated my mom and us, I said, marriage is not for me. I'm not going to get married. This thing is not just going to work. So growing up, my father had a block industry. He came to Abuja in the 70s. He's one of those who came to this city early. Yes. So he had lots of stuffs. So he had this block industry that was supposed to be for the feeding of the family, but later became a place of punishment. If you err, my father will send you to the block industry and you're going to work in the industry not as the daughter or child of the CEO, but as a laborer.
You carry block?
I carried block. I know so much about block industry. I know the 6-inch, the 9-inch. I know that the wood used in carrying blocks is called pallets. I know where you mold block is called bunker. I know how to mix the sand, the sharp sand. I know how to mix it with cement to produce the texture that will bring
you
about.
Like this, you have carried blocks before?
Yes, a lot. I worked in my father's block industry.
We don't look like what we have been through. I thought I was the only one that have carried block.
I've carried blocks. My father's block industry, he was a very popular person in this city. He was known for what he was doing. So you see us at the back of that truck or his pickup. He had a pickup, so we'll be at the back. You don't sit in front of the car like this, your father's. You sit at the back of the truck.
With the laborers.
With the laborers. You know, I mix sand, I carry blocks. The following morning when you come, you know, the blocks are dried. You lift them up. Then we start packing the pallets. We load the blocks into the trucks. We follow them to go and deliver the blocks to the sites. You count. If anyone breaks, you're in trouble. So if it breaks while you're loading, you have to bring it back, break them, remix the following day, and mold and all of that. And then you have to eat once a day. My father would tell you that you have to eat once a day alongside with those guys. So if you ever fail your exams or you misbehave, that block industry becomes your your place of punishment. So I remember one day, at the course of working at that block industry, I developed a very terrible heart issues. They called it rheumatic heart disease. And at the time, there was a hole in my heart. But over time, God healed me. It's because of the kind of rigorous, work I was doing at the block industry. My father could keep you out of school for as long as the whole term or 2 terms, as the case may be,
For the whole term?
You can stay out of school for a whole term. And my mom dare not talk. My mom dare not talk. If she talks, you are the one that spoils these children.
Wow.
So even my mom was forced to work in the block industry.
No way.
I'm telling you, every one of us, apart from the younger ones now, every one of us, my mom.
Hope it was not as a means of punishment.
It was. My father never believed that a man should leave inheritance for his children. He never believes. He will always tell us his late dad didn't leave anything for him. So he struggled to be who he is. So you should also struggle to be.
Man should not leave inheritance.
Yes, my father doesn't believe in leaving inheritance for his children. He never believed. So we're always struggling. We're always going to the block industry. And sometimes we stood up for our mom, especially me. So at the end of the day, my parents separated on their 25th wedding anniversary.
Wow. After 25 years?
After 25 years.
Your mom couldn't take it anymore?
Even with that, she stayed. She stayed. My dad was known even in church for who he is. He can stand anywhere and contest the Reverend Father because we're Catholics. He can talk to the bishop. He can speak to anybody. He was never scared of anybody. And he had money. So 25th wedding anniversary, we're even talking about celebrating it. One day, something very insignificant happened. And he was beating, he was going to beat my mom. So I intervened. I said, you won't beat my mom in my presence.
After 25 years,
yes.
You was going to beat her again?
My dad. After 25 years, somebody had come to sleep in our house that night who bears same name and same surname with me and came from our village. So where she was staying, the person traveled and forgot to drop the key. So we just told her to sleep back. And my father said, no, this person will have to leave his house at 12 midnight. So my mom said, if she was my daughter, why would I ask her out of the house by 12 midnight? Just leave her, by tomorrow she will leave. My father insisted. So the lady was okay. Instead of bringing problem, let me leave. So I told her, I said, no, we'll talk to her dad. If you leave this midnight at 12, where do you go to? If anything happens to you. And that was it. He started beating my mom. So I came and intervened. I didn't want her to beat her. This was happening like 12:31.